Welcome gamers to Dagger Directive. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy first-person shooter content now. I don't normally cover first-person shooters, and I'm terrible at them, but I love this game. Like, I've had it for a couple of days and just absolutely fallen in love with it. I will be doing an extended live play, like as a live stream of it, with a few of the guys. We'll sort of just get together and actually do a bit of a co-op mission, because it actually is sort of, the multiplayer is a co-op multiplayer where you sort of get together and sort of do different missions. I don't know what the maximum is that you can actually have in through there, but again, it's just a game that has really impressed me. Let's just go across into a new game, and I'll just sort of set things up. So I'll just call this one DasTactic. I've just deleted all of my previous runs. You've got hardcore mode. If you die, you must create a new character. I would suggest when you first start playing that you don't do that. I just wanted to go through some of the aspects of what makes this game so damn cool. Part of this is just even this bit in through here. You've got your different voices there, of course, just your patches. You've got, like, also, if I go in reverse, like you do sort of have like your USA at the start. In fact, I'll just go backwards the other way. You've got UK, Sweden, different countries all the way through, New Zealand, France, Finland, etc. Just little patches. Not that it really makes any real difference. There's the Australian one, so I'll choose that one, of course. You've got different head types. The head types then dictate what sort of character you are. You then got female forms there as well. So I'll just go that one through there, I guess. You've got different helmet types. Not that these have no real bearing on the game at all. Helmet color, etc., etc. So anyway, I'll just leave that one through there. But I just wanted to sort of show you the customization initially. So we'll just go and create. Now, when I get into it, when you first come in, I'm skipping the tutorial, and it's funny because like if you do the tutorial, you get one of the Steam achievements, and apparently 50% of the people skip the tutorial based on on what's actually happening through there with the people who actually have the game. It's worth doing it, just even to just get a feel for the ranges of the different weapons to figure out what you want to be playing with. Now, I don't like playing with, I thought I would like to play with the sniper rifles just so I'm sort of further back, but it's not something that I want. So I'm not going to do the training mission again. I'll just do nukes in the north, which is sort of like the starting mission. I'm just going to move off. I'm going to attack at 4 p.m, so I'm just going to keep that one going. I'm going to go to the Armory. I'm just going to rattle through this one fairly quickly because there's some things in here that are fairly impressive. So this is the Armory. Forget about all of the text talking over the top of each other. It's briefing me as well as explaining what's going on. Hopefully it's not going to be too annoying. In through here, you actually have your different loadouts. And if you go and click on these at once, you can then sort of see the recommended loadouts that it actually has for you. I'll go and do my own loadout. So you can equip these. You've got then demolition loadouts. Again, you're going to have like a list of different things through here: heavy loadout, standard loadout, or stealth loadout. So what I may do, I'll do my own actually, and because doing your own is quite good fun. You can have anything you like. If I press tab, that is the actual. This is everything we've got. So you can go in with really minimal stuff and just see how you go, and then pick up things on through there. You've also got drones. I'm going to grab a bunch of these. So I'll grab, say, 6 of them actually. If you grab drones, they do replenish, of course, and through here you need a drone controller. I'm just pressing F to actually bring these in. What else have we got through there? These are infrared, these are chem lights. I won't worry about those. So if I now look at my tab, you can sort of see that I've got like drones all the way through here. I don't need them all in these different pouches. I'll just leave them in the first pouch, but I'll put the others just in my other areas. I'll just go and get rid of these, and I'll put the drone controller in the last patch in through there, for example. So I've got like a series of different drones. Actually, that's an explosive drone that I've picked up through there. Okay, I haven't played with them yet, but the drones are really cool. So that's 4 normal drones. That will be okay. So I can really bring in anything that I like. So no matter what it is, I can sort of do what I like. So let's go and just sort of deck ourselves out with what would typically be the way that we would sort of go through. Let's go with an M4A1. So or do we want to go with M4? Got a few different, just standard sort of rifles in through here. Again, if you're unsure, just go and click on recommended loadout and have a look and see what they actually recommend. So they're using M4A1s. They're using K-bar knife and an M9 sidearm. So let's just go back, grab the K-bar knife, F, grab the M9 F in through there. Back in through here we have an M9 silencer, we'll grab that as well. And then we actually have the ammunition for the M9 magazine here. I'll just pick up 4 of those. Alright, again, press tab, there it is. A pistol, silencer, magazines, one's in the clip now, 4 are or 3 are loaded in through there. Knife back over here. The M4A1, we'll just go F, grab that one, just grab a heap of the ammunition through here. It's a very different sort of game. Actually, there's tracer rounds at the back end there. Then we actually have different sorts of scopes for different sorts of things. Now, in this case, we want the ACOG scope for this particular rifle. We'll put a silencer on it. We can get a flashlight as well. I'll just go and throw that one on there. If I just go and press tab again, we can see there that we end up with the flashlight. We can actually put grenade launchers there, but I tend not to really worry about them all that much. And you can see that we're getting a bit of a weight aspect down through this other side as well. So we've got like things in the bottom through here. So that's actually essentially now decked out with our primary gun. We also have the capability to get like a secondary gun. So if we do want to sort of get like a heavy machine gun or a sniper rifle, we've got different things we can do. Again, do the tutorial missions. You'll actually get to play with all of these different things to see what you like. I find I just don't need much more than that. Just go and grab some grenades now. So just go. Just to get a few of those. We'll get some smoke grenades as well, that'll do us. To actually have satchel charges, I'll take one of them. Just double check our weight. Yeah, weight is still pretty good, we're up to 28 kilograms. And you can sort of see that we've now got like the satchel charges in there. These are now all filled up with different grenades. We're ready to go. So now we just move off to the actual mission itself. So this is the helicopter. And we deploy in a few seconds, and then we take off. Now, for at night time, we do have night vision goggles, and I can actually bring the night. I can turn them on anyway at any point. I'll show you just as we get going. So if I press N, I've got the night vision goggles in through there. And just move that back. Just bring it back in the in what we have. One thing you'll notice is that the HUD has got no real stuff showing. It's actually very, very sparse. You have to keep a bit of a mental note as to how many bullets you've got left in your clip. You don't even know what your health is. Just all these sorts of things. All you really have is just at the top is like a little compass with different waypoints on there as well. I won't play too much of this, but I just wanted to sort of show how the game actually works and how things sort of do operate. So we're coming in at daylight. Like you can sort of attack at night time if you wanted to. I don't know what that is there. Nothing, just a rock, I think. So we're coming in nice and low. If you jump out too early, you will die. Just wait till we're down nice and low. That'll do us. So we jump down. There's the helicopter. So we leave the helicopter. Now we've got different modes that we can sort of then operate. So if I go across in this particular mode, I'll just move up to this little building as an example, but if I then press control, I then crouch, you can see there with the shadows, and so we move much more slowly. Even if I go back into running mode but then turn on, by right clicking, turn on the ACOG sight, I don't have any control over the zoom with that particular one, but that's just a right click to bring that one up, and then we go much slower. If I go and crouch down again, I get more stability. And if I press Z or Z, if you're from America, you then go prone, which makes it even more exact. So I'll just go and stand back up again. You'll sort of notice that even with it not moving, it's still just moving around a little bit. It's a little bit less accurate with what we end up doing. Let's just go and turn off the ACOG sight. Just go and stand up and start to move in. Now you can see there we've got a waypoint coming up in 250 odd meters. I'll go through a few of the other little things that are quite impressive with the game. Like you can go anywhere you like. If you don't want to go on the road, you don't have to go on the road, and we probably will get off the road as we sort of get a little bit closer to the waypoint. So the danger can really just be, it can't be too far away from the actual objectives, which I think would be cool if it did actually have that. If you did actually, if it had a few roaming patrols around the place, would be really nice. Just going to go a little bit off the beaten track here, just so we come in from different angles. And I'll then show you a few of the other little sort of things that are very cool with the game. So we'll just move up. I won't play for too long with this. I'll probably just clear out this first objective, just so you get a feel for how things actually do operate. if they see you, they'll start firing at you, and again, you don't know your damage. So we're now 100 odd meters off the away from the first waypoint. If I press the M key, this is the map, and I can then start to zoom in. So we're now off to the side here. There's that waypoint. There's the abandoned farm that we have to then go and clear it out. That's our first objective. Eliminate the militia at the abandoned farm and search for the nukes at that particular location. That's the objective. So there's different things now showing in through this other side, and if I just go and make sure that I am now crouched, I'm a little bit harder to spot if I'm sort of crouched. It's the foliage makes life a bit more difficult. If I look through the scope, I can then sort of start to look for different units. If I'm wanting to go even more, I can press the B key and actually have a look at the binoculars, and I can zoom in. That's 4 times zoom. This is 8 times zoom, and I can start to sort of now have a bit of a look. There's the farmhouse at the back there. There's a character walking along there at 270 odd meters, which is actually close enough for me to fire at if I wanted to. But the binoculars are really, really handy. So that's sort of an aspect. You do need to try to locate where all the enemy are, and the enemy will react very differently to the way that you do sort of play. So if it becomes, you know, if they get wind that you're actually around, I'll just press B again. You can't fire from binocular mode, and if you do actually have a sniper rifle, you can sort of use like the scope. But as soon as you start firing, as soon as they get wind of where you are, as soon as they see you at all. Now let's actually use one of the drones. The drones are really, really cool just for scouting things out. So I'll just go a little bit further back through here. I'm going to press number 5, which was, if I just press tab. So my drone is in the first pouch. It goes sort of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this one through here, and then 0 will be the pouch 6. So if I go and press 5, I'm now holding the drone. I can then just go and click like as if I'm actually firing. So I'll just press the left mouse button. So we're now throwing that slightly. It's got like a laser pointer. If it gets close enough to units, they'll see it. There is a battery in it, so it doesn't last forever, but you can keep them up for a length of time. That's why I'm bringing so many of them. So if we now go and press 0, we now bring up the drone controller. Click on, you know, as if we're sort of doing things. And now I'm controlling the one drone that we have. You can see there's like in the top left, there's a indicator of the battery, and the other one is the radio signal, so we can't go too far away. Let's press the E key and just go up a little bit, and we'll start to sort of now try to scout. I can use the scroll wheel to start to zoom in. I've got a few different zooms, and we can start to then just do a bit of a scout as to what's around us, and we're just going to move across and have a look to see if we see any other forces. So there's two guys now walking in there. You can sort of see them on the road. So we're going to scout ahead a little bit as to where things actually are. We've got a couple more units back in through there. I can start to sort of just search for units everywhere, really. So I can do a lot of the initial scouting using the drone. There's one at the back. So we've just got those two walking along there. I probably want to keep an eye on where they are for when they walk back along the road. So I'll just move that one across. Yeah, there's one at the back there, another one at the back there as well. So we're sort of getting, what's that, about 2, 4, 5, and we had 6, 7 walking along the road here. 7 or 8 of them in there somewhere. So that's really what we're sort of looking at. The battery, now where are we? Let's just zoom back out again. We're down here somewhere, I think. Just go and try to locate where I'm hiding. I can't see myself. I sort of want to go back to where I was. I'll just go and press the Q key and sort of bring it back down a little bit. So you can see there the meters on the right hand side. There we are. Is that us? There we are, right here. So I'm just going to go and I'm 2 meters off the ground. I'm just going to go and press the left mouse button. I'm now going to just press number 3 again, and the drone will be right here somewhere. Where are we? There it is. And I'll just press F and pop that back in the pouch. So we know that they're actually scouting. So we've now got sort of like a bit of visuals as to what's going on. We know that the guys on the road will come back along the road, but we don't want to start firing at them too close to the farmhouse. So we'll just move across into a position where we should be able to start to sort of spot them coming back along the road. But we still actually have So I'm now moving fairly fast. Of course, we can be spotted ourselves, of course. I don't want to get too close. That's the road off to the left-hand side there. Let's just go and crouch again and just press the B key and start to have a bit of a look at that road. Just make sure there's nothing, they're not back along there at all. Just press B again. I can get a bit of a feel for what's going on with this site. Let's get the binoculars off. Might be able to get a clearer view from the path. There they go. Okay, let's just take them out now. So they're down. Now the others, if you just go and have a bit of a look, they didn't spot it. It was too far away, so they're not triggered. I can still go and actually even hit that one if I'm wanting to, but that will then start to trigger the enemy. So if you've actually taken that one out, the others will now start to look for me, and so the enemy becomes quite clever. See how they've just popped smoke because they know that they're under attack, and now we're taking damage. Just going to move out of the way. Now they'll start to come hunting me, and so we took damage there. We do have to sort of move away when we do start to take damage. Now I'm going to start to move all the way around. They'll still come on targeting where we were until they see us a second time. So you've sort of got to plan your attacks a little bit. Well, actually not just a little bit, it's quite a lot. Press the binoculars again. Yeah, see how they're still focused on the other location? They'll be coming out of the area. I can put up another drone if I wanted to. So they're in behind there. Comes. He's down. Now he's sort of hidden himself. Should move off a little bit. So he's gone prone. There's possibly two of them. Just stay where we are till he gets back up again. I'm not having any luck. So he's in the gully. Let's see if we can get a better angle on him with a bit of height. I guess we put up one of the other drones if he wanted to as well. So he's in there, but I'm not seeing him at all. We do have grenades, but not going to be able to fire that far away. So let's just go back out and put up a oops, just go and press tab. So let's go and throw in a we need to drag that one off. Oh, we need to pop that one in there. Is he out of ammo? There we go, so he just popped up. So we didn't need to use the drone. Oh, now they've spotted me. It's quite clever the way the game sort of does work like this. So I'll now start to move into a different direction. So they'll start to come hunting for me. It's a very, very cool game. I don't want to play for too long because I just wanted to give you an idea as to that this is not your typical first-person shooter. It's completely almost like an open world where you can sort of go into any different direction that you like. You can go and actually pick up, like the guy that we were firing at initially was down in here somewhere. I'll just go and see if we can actually sort of spot what's going on. I mean, it feels quite old school, the way it sort of does work. I'll just go and press the binoculars again. I do rely on these an awful amount. So there's more bodies on the ground there. But we know there's at least one back in that other location. It was in this gully. The last guy was somewhere in here somewhere. He went prone. I can't think of where he might be. Let's get across. Now they'll be hunting for us as well. So let's go and use the this other drone. I haven't tried one of these other drones before, so we'll just go and press number 9. And now I press number 0. And so now we have our explosive drone. So detonate is F. See if we can find this other guy. I'll get down really low. There he is. Now I just detonated, so he was coming through. I don't know if I've killed him or not. I'm hoping I have. So there's no feedback on who's killed who or anything like that. It's very, very strategic. And I don't even know, I can't even remember how many I've wiped out at this stage. Just go back to the pistol at this point in time. Just a little bit faster for reaction. Around here, I think.
You've reached the abandoned farm. Clear the militia and search the buildings.
It was here. Yeah, there he is. So I can loot him if his stuff if I wanted to. Let's just rush in a little bit with the pistol now. There should only be 1 or 2 left, I think. There's one at the back here. Just reload. Don't have very many bullets with this one. If you don't use a silencer, they will sort of locate you very, very quickly. You seem to sort of pick up your health again, but if they get a few shots on you, it doesn't take very many to kill you, and it's only sort of like 1-shot kills for shooting the enemy as well.
There are no nukes here. Move to the radio tower. There is a squad-sized element at the radio tower.
So we've sort of now cleared out this first objective. Doesn't mean that we've cleared out all the enemies, it just means we've actually reached the objective. So we don't have to sort of finish them all off. So it can still be quite dangerous even after you actually get to this sort of point. But I thought I'd just sort of show you what this game has got. It's an incredibly good game, just with its differences. But then you sort of like until we get to, I'll just sort of take the risk that there's no one else. We'll start to move along towards the next objective. But the next objective, you can sort of see there's a waypoint there, which is about 500 meters away. It starts to get dangerous, maybe about 100 meters away from different waypoints. So you sort of have to be careful there. But at this stage, there's no patrolling groups. It's still in early access, so I'm sort of thinking that there will be all sorts of things that will then be added into the game at some point. But it's very, very cool the way that the AI actually responds to you, the way that they sort of go hunting for you. It's amazingly good. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I just wanted to sort of give you a bit of a heads up that we will be playing this one, but I wanted to sort of give you a bit of an insight as to what the game has got before we sort of get down and we're sort of doing the chat and trying to sort of get ahead of where the actual AI is. Let's just go and press the binoculars. You can see that there's like a pathway up that way. That's the next objective up the top there, for example. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Actually, not so much if you like this sort of content, but if you like strategy game content, because, as I say, I don't really play this one all that often. So I saw some movement up there. But the this one here, you can sort of zoom in, up to 32 times if you really need to sort of... there, it was one. There we go. We can sort of see a guy wandering down along through there at the top. At 477 metres away, so it's around about like a sniper shot. I like the 8 times; it sort of works in fairly well. There's some good things in through here as well. Actually, you can ping stuff with this, so you can say, like, if we are playing multiplayer, and go and ping that particular location. If I then go back to the map, the actual it should have actually didn't ping it there. I'll just do it again. Ping. I'm not sure. Actually, maybe I need to have like a different. Sometimes it's Z. No, that's not going to be it. Control. It's been sort of like a left click to ping. F. Sometimes can do it. Just go back to the map again. Yeah, no, we're not seeing it there. But great little game. Really, really cool little game. And so, and I don't know. There's usually a squad that sort of is running along the. Oh, there they are. Here they all come. Okay, so we're just going to go and press number 3. Get my standard group out. Did we get all of them? I shot through one and hit the one behind. Yeah, we got rid of that squad. So, yeah, that was just like there's a squad that does go along that road. Anyway, awesome game. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.